No edits on my feelings, no filter when I speak. I'm learning while I'm living, still becoming me. Every high and every low, every truth I tell. If you're healing, if you're growing, welcome. This is life, unfiltered. This is Shana Unfiltered.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. That is the most hated intro of Andrew. He hates it. He always mocks me with it. But until I figure out what the intro is gonna be for Shana Unfiltered, that's what I'm gonna be saying. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for sticking with me, standing by me, sticking with me. You get what I'm saying. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for interacting with my video. Thanks for just being a part of, my little tribe. I really appreciate you guys. So, yeah. So let me apologize for falling off the face of the earth last year. If you guys follow me on like Instagram, or if you interact with me personally outside of this space, then you know that last year was a year. I'm gonna say it was probably the worst year that I've ever had. Not even COVID was really that bad for me. I didn't mind being at home by myself because my mom was there with me. And last year, she decided that, she wanted to go and be with God. So she has left the earth. Yes. Yeah, and so after that, I just decided, well, I don't even think I really decided. I mean, last year was just really rough. It's so hard to even process and think about if like anything good really happened last year, because it's almost like I was just in a bubble. I don't know if it was a bubble or what. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like you're sitting on the sidelines and watching your life play out, and you see all of what you're doing, but you're not really like a part of what is happening. Like, I've seen it happen in shows and I've heard people talk about experiences like that, but like it was just a surreal out of body experience last year. And I'm not fully back to myself, but I'm getting there. And I have people around me that are holding me accountable to doing the things that I said that I was gonna do, even though I didn't do them last year. Life has a way of really and truly humbling you. It's almost like, I'm not going to say life gives you lemons and you're supposed to make lemonade or squeeze it in a people's eye or plant a tree or all of that. Yeah, I'm not there to sell you all of that. Life has a way of humbling you, and sometimes the way how it humbles you is like you drop boof. Like, you drop so hard that you wonder if it makes sense for you to get up. Like, why am I going to get up if you're going to push me down again? And I know none of what I'm saying makes sense to you, but I think that it will if I tell you about last year. All right, so we are in 2026. Welcome to Shana Unfiltered. It's not the Dryland Tourist. I have decided to take my YouTube channel into a different direction because I am out of that season. I am not the version of myself that I was when I created the Dryland Tourist. and I don't have the same interests that I did when I created that space. So it's not that I'm not gonna be posting like travel things and food things and whatever on this channel. I mean, it's the same channel, I just rebranded it. But I'm not gonna just be posting things about J1 and H2B and travel this and travel that. There are other layers to Shana, and I want a space where I can bloom fully. Like all the petals can be shown and not just this one aspect of me. I want a space where I can just come and I can rant and I can give advice. And if I see something and I like it, I can come and I talk about it. And people who have like-minded interests, they can, you know, talk about it with me. Like, ask me questions in the comments. Tell me how you feel about the things that I'm talking about. Agree, disagree, agree to disagree. I want that type of community. But let's rewind a little bit and let me explain more about why the shift, why the change, and why after I posted my 2 videos last year, I fell off the face of the earth. So, revisiting 2025. So we started the year strong, and I remember I did a video before New Year's, like a pre-New Year's video, and it was a really good video. The quality of the video was probably the best that I had ever put out. It was the first time I had ever edited my own video, and I felt so empowered and just so good about it. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. You know, I can actually do this YouTube thing. I can try to juggle work and doing my YouTube thing. And I sat and I said, you know, this is what I'm gonna be doing, because I really need to get back to that place that I saw myself in before I started working at the place that I was working. Yes, was working, but we'll get to that. January came and I filmed all the content for my second video in January. I wanted to post a video by the end of, I think I posted it at the end of January or somewhere thereabout. You know, I don't remember. But whenever, I did the video. I did a video before, either late January, early February, somewhere about there I did the video. And again, I edited the video by myself and I posted the video to YouTube. And it was good. It was not the same quality like my first video was, but it was good and I was proud of it because a lot of the content that was in the video, I captured it by myself. Yeah, guys, Andrew never video it, me video it. And not saying that he didn't have amazing, like the clips them were did amazing. Yeah, Andrew did do that. But the clips that were, yeah, Shana did that. And yeah, and I was really, really proud of myself. And so, I say, yeah, man, I go film up content for my birthday now. Come my birthday in a March. And leading up to my birthday, I go do my little video them and put together my things them. Come I go have big bad video. And we're gonna keep the consistency for the year. Yeah, and I did record a lot of content for my birthday. So much so that my friends recorded content to help me with the YouTube video for my birthday. But it never got edited. It never got edited, and it's because of what was happening in my life at the time. And I have decided to call the page Shana Unfiltered because I'm gonna be very, very honest in what happened last year, what's happening with me, and just in general with just how life has been lifing like it has never lifed before. So I went out for my birthday and we went on a road trip. We went to Ochi and everything was great. Was a good day. Had a great day with my friends. We just chilled. I mean, things didn't go according to plan, but it was a great day. It's like I had my plan, but I had a backup plan, and things never did work out first. But then the second plan did supersede what the first plan did be. So it was a beautiful day. And then I got home, and by this time my mother would have just come back from the States. She wasn't 100 because of some issues that she was having. Like, my mother, not a sick lady, all my life had never ever been sick before. Never been sick. Strongest person I have ever known in my life, and all of that. And yes, I come home from my birthday and she give me a letter from the doctor, and emergency and urgent, and she needs to go to the hospital and she's gonna be admitted and whatever. And this lady had the letter from like the day before my birthday, but she didn't want to ruin my birthday, and so she waited until I came home from enjoying my day to give me the letter that, you know, she urgently needed to go to the hospital. So I spent the day after my birthday at the hospital whole entire day, from early in the morning to probably like in the night when they finally admitted her. Her blood count was super, super low, and they didn't know why. I then spent weeks, months going back and forth, probably like weeks going like by, so this is happening March, like second week in March. By first week in April, second week in April, like my 10 sick days that I get for the year, yeah, them done already. Because we have to be taking her to go do tests. Outside of taking her to go do tests, she would have been in the hospital, and I was the only person that lived with my mom. And so I'm the most available sister, honestly. My other sister live a country. The next one, she live Portmore, but she work a call center, which is shackles. She took as many days as she could to help out, but after a while, like, them not give you no more day, and if you take another day, them want threaten you with sending your guy a yard, and them like shackles. One of you break the bandage, you know, in a Jamaica, you know, with them call center, you know, them have to go down. But anyway, so after all of that now, I burn up the whole of my sick day, them done. I think I had requested for my vacation to be in November or October, somewhere along that line of last year, and I had to move my vacation to April. So second week in April now, my mother's birthday, and she gets her ear done. She did get some blood transfusions at the hospital. We did beg blood because blood bank never have no money. Money. Well, we did get some transfusions for her from the blood bank, but of course we had to beg a lot of blood because the blood bank had no blood. So guys, let me use this forum to encourage you. If you can donate, if you can give blood, go and give blood, because it can save a life. Especially if you have a rare blood type like O and them something there, yeah. I'm encouraging you, go to the National Blood Bank, go to a hospital, or any of the other places that you can. I'll find some places and list them in the description. Yeah, like check below for the information, and if you can, go and donate blood because it is so important. I know that a lot of persons can't donate, unfortunately. And I think this was probably like I don't know, like my heart did kind of just tear up because I could not and I still cannot donate blood because I have a very low blood count. But that's not what we're here to talk about right now. So yeah, where was I in my story or whatever I am saying? Here I am now, move up my vacation, switch around my vacation. I have to write letter and I beg. Well, it wasn't difficult. Honestly, the persons at my workplace, I appreciate them so much because they understood what was happening at home. They kept checking in on me. They kept asking, like, I had that community at work where, you know, when I explained the situation, they were willing to, you know, facilitate what was happening. So I got my vacation days switched and stuff, and I took the vacation to try to get all of the tests finished up and get my mom to go back to the hospital and stuff. Unfortunately, whilst I was on my vacation and finishing up the things with my mom, she passed away. So this is now me saying to you that my mother got sick in March, and we're in April, and she is dead. And this is 2 weeks after her birthday, or a week after her birthday. And this is my mother, who has never been sick before. So I don't even know how to explain how I feel, still processing, still reeling, still adapting to what life is now. Yeah, and it's crazy. Because I remember when I went to the hospital and the doctor was talking to me and I heard what he said. But it's almost like I was underwater and he's talking and I'm seeing what you're saying, but I'm not understanding what you're saying because what you're saying, it doesn't make any sense to me. Had an amazing support system though. I think the hardest part though on that day specifically was having to make the calls. To call and tell people that, you know, tell my family, tell my sisters. Horrible. Don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't think I can talk about this anymore though. But that was probably the heaviest part of last year, and it just took me through the whole entire year. The whole entire year I had a heaviness because I never processed what was happening. I mean, I tried to process how I was feeling, process not making the funeral awful because my mother spoke about the things that she wanted and what she expected from us, and all I was focused on, even during the preparation and everything, and people kept saying, oh, you're so strong and you're not breaking down and you're all over the place and you're doing this and are you okay? And that was the question that people kept asking me. Are you okay? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. But I need to be busy. I need to do something because that's how I operate. That's how I process. If I had ever stopped, I don't think I'd be sane right now based on where I was. But yeah, so I spent all that time just functioning. Like I just kept functioning, like tasks, checking off the task list and whatever. And then I had to go back to work because my vacation was done. And I had to go back to work. And I remember going to work and everybody was so concerned about if I was okay to be at work and stuff. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. But I wasn't moving as fast as I used to. And I would sit and then I'd stare out in space for probably but I don't want to say hours, but I guess sometimes I probably did that. And here I am working customer service, and it's a front face job, and I have customers that come and they sit in front of me, and I work in a financial institution, and it's sensitive information, and it's people, and it's urgency, and it's money, and it's the lifeblood of the functionality of the economy. And you can't make mistakes, but I am spacey and not okay. But I am pushing through, and a lot of persons were asking how I was able to do it, and I kept saying to them, God, 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 because if I didn't believe that He is the author and the finisher, I'd probably just lose my mind because I just could not rationalize all of what was happening and happening so quickly. And what I observed most, because honestly, when people asked me how I felt, all I could say to them was, it's so quiet, it's silent, and I'm in the silence observing what is happening. And what I'm observing is that people are living their lives. Life continue happening. And it's like, yeah, in the moment and weeks after, and maybe like months after or 2 months after everything happened, everybody cared so much, and they were so concerned and whatever. And I'm not saying that I'm expecting that persons would have been processing the way that me and my immediate family and like my mom's siblings and stuff were processing, or her close friends were processing with the loss, but it was how life was continuing. Like every morning I got up and I went to work and I did everything like my whole entire world not just gone up in a flames. It's like I felt like a big hypocrite. And then I come home and I can't sleep. I can't sleep because the house is so quiet. And I'm not telling anybody what is happening with me, by the way. I'm not telling anybody, because you're going to tell me that you're going to pray for me. You're going to tell me that, oh, you feel bad for me, or you feel sorry for me, or you're probably going to hug me or something of the sort. And that not going to do nothing for me, honestly. And so I would come home after work and maybe I would eat something, maybe I wouldn't. I never really have an appetite. That was my thing that my mom did. She would cook, so when I come home, there's something here to eat or whatever. So when I come home, I used to just work late every day, by the way. Like, I used to just work late. So I'm getting up early, going to work. I'm coming home late in the evenings. I'd come home, go take a shower, go to my bed, try to sleep, would not get any sleep, cry for half of the night, pass out somewhere close to probably like 2-3 o'clock when I need to be finishing up sleep so that I can be awake for 5 o'clock or 5:30 thereabout to get up to go back to work. And I'm exhausted, I'm tired, because I would have had vacation 2024 and 2025 comes and my life is just going. And I would have used up all of my days, all of my vacation. I work in a high stress environment and I'm just going. I'm not getting any rest. I'm not eating properly. I have a skin, I have PCOS. PCOS is flaring up because of the stress. Everything is just going to hell. And every day I'm showing up and I'm smiling. And when people ask me, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm really fine. I felt like I was losing my mind. I felt like if one more person asked me how I was gonna punch them in the throat. But I didn't. Instead, I slowly made a plan in my mind and I prayed about it. And a part of the plan was that if I didn't find balance while being active, meaning while in my routine of going to this high demand job, or in my quiet time and in my quiet space, I was gonna leave the people in work. Yeah, man, me dog resign, man. Resign December 31st. And say, God, if we not sort it out, I have to go. I can't stay here any longer because I am in jeopardy of losing my mind. I started to not be myself. I would get irritable and angry and short-tempered and just this nasty version of myself. And I'm not that person. I never wanted to be that person. But the situation, the circumstance, the space, emotionally, and just the space that I was in was conducive to me morphing into this horrible person. And so I decided that being Shana was more important. And honestly, I don't know how I'm going to survive because I told you, money is being financially stable is extremely important. And I don't got no mom to bail me out, and I don't have a father to bail me out either because my dad passed away when I was in high school. So yeah, and I'm not the type of girl I'm not the girl that want the man to do everything. Like I'm not that girl. Not that I don't appreciate or wouldn't appreciate being taken care of and being in my soft era and whatever. But I also have to be realistic, and the lifestyle that I want and the future that I want for myself is not practical at this point if I'm not earning. And so I resigned the people in work and I started posting more books on Amazon. So if you have a kid, if you have a teeny buffer, or you want to gift somebody a book, I'm using this as a plug, yes. Come on. We can put the book here to float, right? The book can be here? Yeah. You can check out my little books, yes, on Amazon. Maya the Elephant or Zachary the Parakeet. Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get the book. Yeah, so I'm trying to do a lot of things to offset. I mean, I don't think that I'm going to be able to earn what I was earning at this time, but I'm hoping that I don't even know what I'm hoping for at this point, honestly. I'm just trying to survive. I'm really just trying to survive, but it's hard. It's hard. Have you ever not had a full fleshed out plan, or you had a plan and you thought that you looked at all of the spaces, like you checked off all of the boxes and you say, yeah man, this will work, and then when you actually put the plan in motion, you realize that, oh my God, that's not concrete, that's drywall, it's not gonna hold up. Yeah. So yeah, if I need to look another work, I'll look another work though. But right now, I'm trying to find myself. I was talking to my sisters yesterday. And they said to me, we missed this version. We missed you. And I said, huh? What do you mean? And they went on to talk about how different I was working, where I was working, and how I don't seem as tired and as short-tempered and as irritable. And my sister was pointing out to me how much my skin looks better and I'm not having flare-ups anymore and I'm not taking my medication as much anymore because I don't need it as much anymore. And I said, I didn't even realize that. I mean, I realized that my hair is growing back. My hair is growing back. Oh my God. I never understand, I was going bald, Like, I was going bald. Like, me did convince them me dagger have alopecia. Like, all at the back of my ear drop out. All of my ear drop out. Listen to me. That's for another video. But guys, I was going through it, I was going through it, man. I was really, really going through it. Yes, but God. Heavy on the but God. Okay, so last year was a disaster, but we're praying that 2026 is gonna be great. I did not start off this year with any planning. I'm not doing that this year. I don't even have a plan for my birthday, which is very unlike me. I've been planning my birthday for as long as I've ever. It's always a big deal for me, but I feel like I have been traumatized after coming home to that letter last year. And so when people ask me, what are you doing for your birthday? I don't know. Like, I don't have a plan for my birthday for this year, because I just don't have a plan. But yeah, the hope is that this year will be better. I'm actively doing things. I have more time, so I will be recording more content, and I'm looking forward to sharing the unfiltered version of Shana with you. So thanks for watching, guys. You can check out part 2 of this. Well, not part 2 of this, but you can watch my next video. It won't be as crazy as this video is. This long video is, yeah. Won't be like that. Sorry for the long video. Thank you for watching my video.